Hi, my name is Joe, and my wife and we just had our first baby in another country. We are not from here. We're not from Georgia, the country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia in America. We're in Tbilisi, Georgia. And I always wondered how much it was going to cost to have a baby in another country. I kind of wanted to have a baby in another country because I travel a lot. And this is where we had our son, the Chachava maternity clinic in Tbilisi, Georgia. It's a beautiful hospital. It's been here a long time, since 1875. After you have your baby, this is where you're going to stay. This is where the apartments are and where you'll live after you have your baby. Let me break the number down, the $4,382, into three sections. The total cost of having one baby was $4,382 in three parts: the hospital cost, the pharmacy cost, and the accessories cost. The cost of the hospital itself for us was $3,022. That's including two numbers. One number you and I would both pay, and then one number is optional, depending on how comfortable you want to be at the hospital. First number of that $3,022 is $1,591 for consultations, checkups, all the ultrasounds, all the urine tests, and all the blood tests. We're all going to pay that. Then the second number could be broken down into 6 different levels, or what they would call the birth package. And that's going to, for everyone, include 3 days at the hospital, meals included, and the delivery. You can go as cheap as $400 for the birth package. They all include the meals and the 3 days and the delivery. Or you can go as expensive as $1,312. The levels are $400, $466, $674, $710, $1,042, and $1,312 for the hospital expenses. So I paid $3,022, but it could have been as cheap as $2,110 for the hospital expense had we chosen to save money. Why did my wife and I choose the more expensive package? It was because we're both like digital nomads. We both don't have regular jobs. That's also why we travel a lot. I'm a property investor, so as long as I have internet and a phone, I'm okay. And she works online as well, so I thought, well, we're in another country anyway, so I might as well just sleep at the hospital. I can help her with carrying things, asking questions, getting things, burping the baby and stuff like that. So I slept at the hospital. If you get one of the lower packages, here's some of the names. They call it, like ours was called the deluxe apartment. They have the super lux, the lux A, the lux B going down, the double room A, and then the double room B, which is the cheapest. Like if you got the cheapest package, what you're gonna be doing is, me, the man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep there like I did. Your wife is gonna be there with maybe 1 or 2 or 3 other mothers that have their babies there as well. So it might be a little bit more noisy, and you won't be able to help your wife in the middle of the night to get something or ask a question, something like that. The pharmacy cost, the $921, is things like lotions, creams, prenatal vitamins, iron supplements, vitamin B drops, lotions, creams. That's about it. Anything you would purchase in a pharmacy, they have everything you need here in Tbilisi at the pharmacy for babies and for the mother. Didn't have any problems with that. The accessories, the $439 that we paid, that's for things like a baby carrier. I did take a trip back to the United States, so I bought some stuff there and I bought some stuff here. For the most part, everything you're going to need for your baby, you can buy here. They love babies. They have everything you need for babies. Strollers, carriers, all that stuff. My baby carrier, which is a car seat, I paid $62 for it here. My travel crib. So we travel a lot and we can't get one of those big cribs. So we got this thing we got lucky and we found one. It's basically a bag that opens up to be a small crib for the baby. And that's the one thing that might be hard for you if you travel a lot, is we couldn't buy one of those big wooden cribs. It just wouldn't work for us. I paid $62 for this. I paid $38 for this bag that opens up to be a small crib. A baby bath, it's an inflatable one. I got that in America online on Amazon for $16. You inflate it, that's also good for traveling. The baby can take a bath in there when he's a little bit older, when he's old enough to, take a bath. And then also in America, I went to Bye Bye Baby and I bought the Infantino Go Forward thing for $40. That's the thing for carrying the baby on your stomach or carrying them on your back. I'm in the process of doing the consular report, birth abroad, and I will let you know how much money that cost and how much time that took, because I'm an American and he's my son, he automatically gains American citizenship being born in another country. But I had to go to the US Embassy and I've started that process. I'm waiting for his first passport to come back, and I'm waiting for his consular report, CRBA certificate to come back from the United States that says he's an American born in another country to an American father. I hope that was helpful. The costs for things like epidural for the mother having the pain relief during the pregnancy was only like $108. So that's not very expensive here. A lot of things were cheaper here. I was always kind of intending to have my children around the world. If they were born in America, that's fine, but I just want my son to be part of the world, and I thought it would be fun to have my child in another country. It was cheaper. This is not using insurance. I don't have health insurance. I just paid cash. And we were even thinking maybe have one child in like Thailand, one child here in Georgia, and then one child in like South America or something like that. It's just a fun thing. It makes the story of life more interesting. And I hope my children, all of them, grow up and have fun in the world and feel like they're a world citizen. And it'll be fun for all of the kids to have their own little story about where they came from, and it'll just make life more fun. So I hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Also, don't forget to calculate your living expenses, the cost of rent to live in another country. The chances are that you're not going to just show up and have a baby real quick and then leave a country. You can't leave right away because you're waiting for their first passport, and you're also waiting for their report of birth abroad to come back from the United States. Here in Tbilisi, Georgia, a single bedroom apartment, you could get it as cheap as $500 a month or as expensive as $1,000 a month. I mean, you could get it, the sky's the limit, right? But we are paying $1,000 a month. A big reason why we didn't try to haggle the cost down and do the traditional, sign a contract and hand cash over it was for financial planning reasons. Tax season was coming up and I wanted to have as much cash in my account as possible. So I did the Airbnb thing, and we just rented a single bedroom apartment for $1,000 a month on Airbnb. That lets me use a credit card and keep my cash for taxes or any unexpected costs that might pop up. I like having cash.